Hi, I am Karen, also known as the Preacher Lady. My topic today is, would Jesus go to DragonCon? As I get ready to head off to DragonCon, I've been reading the posts on the DragonCon Facebook page. There were several posts about the people with the megaphones yelling at you, repent or go to hell. There was also a post about conservative relatives believing that they were going to SatanCon. Both of these things made me very sad. I don't believe either of those groups really represents what Jesus would want or what Jesus would do. First, the only people that Jesus got really mad at were the Pharisees because they judged other people and they heaped extra rules on so that no one could follow them. Jesus didn't come for the ultra religious or the judgmental people. Jesus came for the sinners and the outcasts. Jesus came for everyday people. Their biggest argument, the DragonCon, is just a big party where everyone drinks. Everyone's drinking and partying all weekend. I think they must have missed reading the Gospel of John, chapter 2. Jesus went to a wedding in Canaan. He had started calling disciples, but hadn't really started teaching and had not done any miracles yet. Now, a Jewish wedding lasted 3, 4, 5 days. It was feasting and dancing and drinking. It was a huge multi-day party. Jesus, his family, and the disciples were all at this wedding. And it was considered a very bad thing at one of these parties if you ran out of wine. It would be mortifying for the couple. Well, Jesus' friends ran out of wine. So what is Jesus' first miracle? It isn't healing. It isn't raising someone from the dead. Jesus made 20 to 30 gallons of wine. You heard me, 20 to 30 gallons of the best wine that anyone had ever tasted so that the party could go on. I don't think Jesus would bat an eye at us going to a 4 to 5 day party. And Jesus was always talking to crowds of excited people. They would travel for miles and wait in the hot sun just to hear him. Thousands of people would gather. I think Jesus would fit right in at DragonCon, except Jesus would never make you empty the room so that they could get ready for the next panel. He would just miraculously make it so that everyone who wanted to come hear him would fit in the room. No cutting off the line. If you went on too long so that the food court was closed, he would just take the con snacks people had in their backpacks and multiply them like loaves and fishes, and everyone would be able to eat their fill. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little bit silly with that one. But I believe that not only would Jesus come to DragonCon, I believe that he does. And I'm not talking about the awesome Jesus cosplay I saw last year. Since Jesus went back into heaven, we are called to be his body. We are his hands and his feet here on earth. So when geeks of faith gather at DragonCon, Jesus is there. So when that person threw a chair off a balcony, hitting an innocent young woman, Jesus was there in the concern showed to her by her fellow con-goers. It was shown in the care of the paramedics and the care of the hospital staff. Jesus was there in how everyone rallied around her. I even prayed for her, and many people prayed for her well-being while she was in the hospital. So this DragonCon, there is one way to be sure that Jesus is there. We need to be his hands and feet. Say a kind word to the tired volunteer trying to make the lines go smoothly. Hold the door for the person with the heavy costume. Let the person in the wheelchair have your spot in the elevator. Ask someone to share your table in the food court. Be kind, compassionate, patient, accepting, and show unconditional love to your fellow human beings next weekend. Oh, and there is no need to yell at the misguided people with their signs and megaphones. I feel sorry for them because they totally missed what Jesus was trying to do here on earth. Our kindness and gentleness may even help them see Jesus next weekend. I'll see you there.